What if you could change the entire look of your painting just by adding a few small details? Hello, I'm Tanya Miller, and in this video, I'll share with you 7 different ways you can elevate or completely change the vibe of your paintings just by adding details here and there. If you've been following along, you know we've been working with the same flower, the daisy. Starting from the basics, learning the brushstrokes, moving to blank pages, painting on watercolor paper, creating compositions, working with color values, and even adding backgrounds. If this is your first video, you can go to the playlist From Practice to Your Own Art and follow the whole process step by step. And you can also download the Daisy practice sheet for free in the description below. The idea of this video is not just to copy what I'm doing, but to give you ideas so you can start exploring your own. Most of the time when I'm painting, new ideas come to my mind, and that's why I always have my sketchbook nearby. If I don't have time to try something right away, I write it down so I don't forget. Let's start by painting a daisy the same way we've been doing. This will be our base. Using color value, I will add a second layer of petals with a darker tone of the same blue. That means less water. I'll do the same with the center. Using a darker color, I will add some small dots to give some volume. For the stem and leaves, I will use green as we've been doing. I'll keep this flower here so you can see the different details make and how they can change the look of your paintings. Now I'm going to paint a few smaller sections so we can use them to explore different details. Method 1. Same color, darker value. First, using the same color but darker and the tip of a round brush, I'll add some lines here and there. You can follow exactly what I'm doing here, but also try whatever comes to your mind in that moment. Maybe you want to add more or fewer lines than me. I'm going to do the same with the stem and leaves, always with a darker color. Darker yellow, darker green. This is a soft way of changing the look of our paintings. Now, I'm going to use the same darker blue, but with a liner brush. Yeah, the one with the long bristles. With this brush, you can add the same lines, but you'll see how the line thickness varies. And just that gives a slightly different look. Method 2. Black watercolor. Using the same liner brush, I'll add some lines, just a different color, so you can see the difference. You can also add petals for a fuller flower look. Method 3. Gold marker. Now, let's try a gold marker. This adds a beautiful highlight and a different kind of energy. Method 4. Black marker. Next, using a black fine line marker, you can use 03, 04, 05, or you can use all of them. Because this is a more noticeable contrast of color, it gives a different look. I encourage you to try it with different color flowers too. Remember, this is all about exploring and finding what makes you happy. Using a black marker gives a strong contrast and a more kind of graphic style. Method 5. Sepia brush marker. Sepia tones feel softer than black. So, for you to see a more noticeable difference, I'll use a light yellow for the petals. And once the flower is dry, I'll add some lines, just like we've been doing. But this time with a sepia fine liner marker. This set has a brush tip, so let's see how we can get a different look. This gives a more natural, warm look. Method 6. Gold paint. For this one, I painted the flower the same way we did the first one, but with no leaves. You'll see why. Gold paint creates a more textured handmade effect and blends differently than markers. Just to show you another possibility. I'll use the same gold for the stem and leaves in a looser way. Method 7. White wash or marker. And finally, with wash or a white marker, this works beautifully, especially on darker or on a monochromatic paintings. And you can see how the same flower can look completely different just by changing the details. This is where you really start exploring your own style. Try different things, combine them, and see what you enjoy the most. Now, let's finish our time together the way we've been doing, with a bookmark and a greeting card. For the bookmark, I'm using the monochromatic version and adding white wash details on top. And for the greeting card, I'll paint the daisy as we've been doing. And then I'm gonna add gold paint for a different look. And if you'd like to practice more flowers, I have a flower workshop where I guide you through 14 different ones with 14 practice sheets included. You can find the link in the description below. In the next video, we are going to explore something different. How to paint more loosely, using the essential practice sheets to give your paintings a completely different feel. If you are following this series, stay with me. We are building this step by step. And if you try any of these ideas, I love to hear which one you like the most. All right, it's your time to explore, to try new things, and make it yours. Until next time, keep playing.